Let me ask you a question. If Jesus gave you something special, a gift, an opportunity, a skill, would you use it boldly or would you hide it because you're scared? Most of us want to say we'd use it, but deep down, many of us bury our gifts without realizing it. Welcome back to Bible Unveiled. Today we are looking at one of the most practical and challenging teachings Jesus ever gave, the parable of the talents. This simple story about a master, 3 servants, and bags of money holds a powerful message about purpose, responsibility, and faith. And the best part, this parable is not just about Bible times. It speaks directly to your life today, your calling, your gifts, your faith decisions. So stay with me, because I promise by the end of this video, you will walk away with clarity, confidence, and a spark of motivation to finally use what God gave you. Let's get into it. Jesus tells the story in Matthew 25. A wealthy master is about to go on a long trip. Before leaving, he calls his servants and entrusts them with his money, called talents in the Bible. Now remember, a talent wasn't a coin. It was a huge amount, worth years of wages. This wasn't pocket change. It was life-changing opportunity. To one servant, he gives 5 talents, to another 2 talents, and to the last one, 1 talent, each according to their ability. Already, Jesus is teaching. God knows us. He trusts us with what we can carry. The first servant takes his 5 talents, invests them, works hard, and doubles it to 10. The second servant does the same. His 2 become 4. The third servant, he digs a hole and buries his talent in the ground. Why? Fear, maybe insecurity, maybe comparison. Maybe he thought, what if I mess up? Better to play safe. Sound familiar? Have you ever held back because you feared failing? After a long time, the master returns and calls them to account. The first servant proudly says, "Master, you trusted me with 5 talents. I made 5 more." The master smiles and replies, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Notice something. He doesn't praise the amount. He praises the faithfulness. The servant with 2 also receives the same praise. Then the last servant steps forward and explains his decision. "I knew you were a hard man, so I was afraid. I hid your talent. Here, you can have it back." He returns exactly what he received. No loss, but no growth. And the master is not pleased. He calls him wicked and lazy, strong words. But Jesus is making a serious point. Playing it safe spiritually is not safe at all. Hiding your God-given gifts is not obedience. It's disobedience. Now, when Jesus used the word talent, he wasn't talking about singing, dancing, or being good at basketball. But Jesus wasn't giving a financial lesson either. He was talking about life, responsibility, and purpose. A talent represents anything God has trusted you with. Let's break that down in simple terms. A talent is your abilities, natural gifts, strengths, skills, your money. Yes, finances have kingdom purpose too. Your time, the days God gives you on earth. Your mind and creativity, ideas, dreams, imagination, your opportunities, doors God opens for you, your influence, whether you speak to 2 people or 200,000, your relationships, the people God placed in your life, your spiritual gifts, prayer, teaching, encouragement, leadership, compassion, your testimony, your story, your wounds, your healing, the gospel itself, the good news we are called to share. In other words, a talent is anything God gives you that he expects you to use for his purpose and for good in the world. Some people hear this parable and think, I don't really have much to offer. I'm just ordinary. But pause here. The master gave every servant something valuable. 1 had 5, 1 had 2, 1 had 1. No one was left empty-handed, which means if you are alive, God has given you something valuable. You might not have noticed it yet. You might think it's small, but no gift from God is small. A tiny seed can grow into a tree. A simple act of kindness can change a life. A small prayer can move heaven. Sometimes the most powerful talents look simple at first. And here's the powerful truth. God never asked you to use what you don't have, only what he already put in your hands. You don't need someone else's gifts. You don't need someone else's life, platform, or resources. What you have right now, God can use, even if it looks ordinary to you. In God's hands, it can become extraordinary. So ask yourself, what has God placed in my hands? What ability, opportunity, or resource have I been overlooking? Where can I start right now with what I already have? Because the truth is, Talents don't grow in the dark, buried in fear or doubt. They grow when we use them, trust God with them, and take bold little steps of obedience. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to see what God can make great. A buried talent is wasted potential. A used talent becomes kingdom impact. In other words, your whole life is a talent entrusted to you by God. The question is, what are you doing with it? Remember that to use our God-given gift, we have to have faith. Faith is not sitting and waiting. Faith is action. Faith is trust that moves. Jesus is showing us that God expects growth, not perfection of growth, not comparison and faithfulness, not fear, courage. Some of us were given 5 talents, others 2, others 1, but the expectation is the same. Use what you have. Now let's talk about real life. Why do we bury our talents today? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, low self-worth, comparison to others, feeling unprepared, waiting for the perfect moment. Jesus knows us so well. He knows how easy it is to bury potential, to hide gifts, to say, maybe later, but later never comes unless we start now. This parable reminds you that God believes in you. If He gave you something, it's not by accident. Whether you're a 5-talent person, a 2-talent person, or a 1-talent person, God gave you exactly what you need to fulfill your life's purpose. The problem isn't capacity, it's courage to use what we already have. Let's drop this into real life today. A talent could be a gift for speaking, but you're too shy to share a heart for helping, but you feel unqualified. Money that could bless someone, but fear holds it back. A musical skill you never use for God. A business idea that could bless families, but you're scared to start. A calling to serve, teach, pray, lead, encourage, but insecurity whispers, not you. Friends, listen to what God is saying. God gives gifts to be used. You don't bury a seed and walk away. You bury it to grow it. There is a difference. The 3rd servant didn't plant his talent, he buried it to forget it. And that is not God's design for our lives. Jesus is teaching a kingdom mindset. God rewards faithfulness. God multiplies effort. God honors courage. God expects responsibility. And that fear is not an excuse. Doing nothing is not neutral. It's actually going backwards. This isn't about performance. It's about purpose. God doesn't want perfection. He wants participation. So what does this parable mean for us today? Here are the key lessons. 1, use what you have. Start now. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Small beginnings lead to big kingdom impact. 2, God rewards faithfulness, not comparison. You don't need someone else's gift. Just use yours. 3, fear is the enemy of purpose. Most buried talents are covered by fear, not lack of ability. 4, God calls us to action. Faith is active. Invest your time, energy, love, gifts, and resources. 5, one day we will give an account, not with fear, but with joy. God delights in seeing us use what He gave us. So here's your reflection moment. Ask yourself, what has God placed in my hands? What talent have I been hiding? What step of faith can I take this week? Maybe it's volunteering. Maybe it's praying more intentionally. Maybe it's starting a ministry idea that's been in your heart for years. Maybe it's making that phone call, writing that book, offering help, or using your gift publicly for the first time. Whatever it is, be courageous and start, because God can multiply the smallest step of bold obedience. Jesus didn't tell this parable to scare us. He told it to wake us up, inspire us, and remind us who we are in Him. You were created with purpose. God trusted you with gifts. The world needs what you carry. God is calling you to do your part. Don't bury it. Plant it. Use it. Grow it. And one day, may you hear the words we all long for. Well done, good and faithful servant. If this message encouraged you, help us spread the word by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who needs this reminder today. And in the comments, tell us, what talent has God given you, and how will you use it this week? Let's step into purpose together. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.